Welcome to the show. This is the solution to the question I posted a few days back. So let's solve it and see how we solve such question when you come across one. Now in this kind of question, we already know that this number is in square root and this one is not in square root. So already what we are going to do is to know the number of squares. We want to identify the square that we have here because we don't know it and that's what we are looking for. So let the number here to be x so that we will now have 1 over x, isn't it? Because the square root means half. So since we don't have these two here, we have a question mark, which is the one we are looking for. So let's make it x. So that instead of we writing 1 over 2, we write 1 over x. So now, having done that, then we are going to have 16 raised to the power of 1 over x equals to 2. Now, don't forget that 2 raised to the power of 4 will give us 16. That is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 to give us 16. So now, we have 2 raised to the power of 4, 1 over, then we have 2 raised to the power. So 2 raised to the power 1 will give us 2. Now, let's open the bracket here. We have 2 raised to the power of 4 times 1, 4 over x is equal to 2 raised to the power of 1. So now what we are going to do now, since we have 2 equals, then we are going to equate the power. So when we equate the power, we're going to have 4 over x is equals to 1. Now if you cross multiply, this will give you x is equal to x times 1, therefore x is equal to 4. So you can check if your answer is correct. You can check. If here is 4, will the answer give us 2? Let's see. That means if here is 4, so that will be 2 raised to the power of 4. Our x is 4, right? That will be 1 over 4. So that 4 times 1 is 4 divided by 4 to give us 2. So 2 raised to the power 1 is 2. So you can see that our answer is correct. That's the first solution to the question I posted a few days back. So the second one is the second question. I think we have root x plus root x is equal to root 10. And try to wait if I can get somebody that will try that question, but yet I'm unable to get anybody. So let's see how we solve such question. So already, if you don't have the knowledge of such, you may not be able to solve this question because there are a lot of things that you need to know before you can approach such question. And in sort, what is the law about sort? When you are adding numbers like this irrational numbers, isn't it? When you are adding them, if they are having the same identity, you can add them. Say like 1 orange plus 1 orange will give you 2 oranges, isn't it? Let's say we have root 3 plus root 3. So if you are adding these together, the answer will be 2 root 3. It is just as if you are saying 1 orange plus 1 orange to give you 2 oranges, isn't it? So it is the same thing we are going to apply here. So now, root x plus root x will give us 2 root x equals to root 10, isn't it? Having got this, the next thing you are going to do now is, since we have square root here, you are going to take the square of both sides in order to eliminate the square root. And how do you do that? When you take the square of both sides, you are going to have something like this. You have 2 here. Then you also have 2 here. Now, don't forget that the square root, I told you earlier that the square root means half. So the half multiplied by these 2 will give us 1. So that is why the square root will be cancelled out. So this will cancel this. But here you have to be very careful because you have a number in front of the square root. So now this will be 2 raised to the power of 2. Then root x. This cancels this, we have 10. Isn't it? So 2 raised to the power of 2 will give us 4. And these 2 will cancel this. You have x left. Now, divide both sides by 4. You are going to have 10 over 4. So when you divide 10 by 4, you are going to have 4 goes in 10. 4 goes in 10. Okay, 4 cannot go. 2 can go. 2 goes in 10 5 times. 2 goes in 4 2 times. 2 goes in 5 2 times. Remainder half. So the answer is 2.5 or 2.5 if you want to put it in decimal. Isn't it? That's the second solution. The last but not the least, is the problems where we have something like this: x raised to the power of 3 over 2 is equals to 8, and you have to find the value of x. You see, in this kind of question, whenever you have something like this, if you have 3 over 2, you are going to multiply both sides by 2 over 3. If you have 2 over 4, you are going to multiply both sides by 4 over 2. The reason why you are doing this is in order for this to cancel out. So just get that basis. That is how to solve problems like this. Now, haven't know this. The next thing we are going to do now is to take the reciprocal of this in multiplying both sides. But before we do that, let's find the prime factor of 8. 2 raised to the power of 3 will give us 8, isn't it? So now if 2 raised to the power of 3 will give us 8. Now let's take the multiple of 2 over 3 on both sides. So that we are going to have 3 over 2 multiplied by 2 over 3 is equals to 2 raised to the power of 3 multiplied by 2 over 3. So and this will give us this cancel this cancel this. So x will now be equals to, if you like, this can cancel this, or you say 3 times 2, 6 divided by 3 will give you 2. So that will be 2 raised to the power of 2, which is equals to 4. Now, if you want to know if your answer is correct, you can check. 4 raised to the power of 3 over 2, will it give us 8? Let's see. 2 raised to the power 2 is 4, multiplied by 3 over 2. So this will cancel this. So 2 raised to the power 3 is 8. You can see now that our answer is correct. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.